welcome back to the NoJive podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Ugly Reggie, with who?
Velvet Teddy, a.k.a. Fred Williams, a.k.a. that nigga, that guy. You know what I'm saying? The new Barry White. Yeah, all type of shit, man. Yeah.
Barry White.
Yeah, the new Barry.
And the East End action figure.
Man, ChatGPT be lying, bro.
We told you that to begin with, but as you continue, we told you that from the very
Did
beginning.
it be lying?
Yes.
Y'all didn't tell me that.
Chat will tell you it be lying. Chat will get something wrong. It'll tell you
Nah,
that.
like getting something wrong is getting something wrong. That motherfucker was lying to me. I was like, hey, when is this situation gonna be done? So it'll be like, it'll be done at this time. So I'm like, all right, cool. That time come our way today, like, hey, you said that. He was like, I know, I'm sorry. We gonna get this action. I was like, bro.
All that down. What are you even talking about?
I was making a comic thing. Cause the ChatGPT and all the other stuff, I be having all type of ideas. So I was just trying to see if I could run with some shit.
That's why you don't give civilians.
How long it would take
That's why you
For
don't give
the
civilians.
animated thing for like, so I had made a whole little like a 1 minute clip. So like lines and all this stuff. Like I was talking shit to Superman, fought Darkseid. It was a whole lot of shit going on in you know what I'm saying? ChatGPT was lying though. I was like, shit, what's up with the lines? They was like, I'm gonna drop this at this time and whoop de whoop. So then I started seeing all this shit about ChatGPT trying to escape. So I was like, bruh, see what I'm saying?
It's not trying to escape. It's not.
You need to see it?
I've seen. This is like
What they were saying?
It's the third time this thing needs to circle back around. Chat is not trying to.
I just seen it, so I was like, oh, Chat be lying.
Chat does give some incorrect information.
Now I know it like certain shit, yeah, most
quite
definitely.
a bit of shit like
yeah,
like
shit be wrong because I know even in my classes I would get shit wrong.
Fucking math is outrageous, bro. When you especially when you start adding decimals in there, you exit the rounds like the 10th and 100th place. That motherfucker get crazy.
See, I had to ask it. I was like, man, what the fuck is going on?
This motherfucker is trying to run a whole biz through chat.
Nah, I was just trying to get the
feel.
feel.
You got the pay version.
I paid for this.
I'm just talking shit.
I was saying I paid because like shit. I was like, man, I use chat to, cause like with
They use shit all the time.
instead of me writing stuff down, I was like that skit stuff come easily with this. I was like, talking into it, give me an idea, and then it'll write a script, and then, of course it be saying some crazy shit. I was like, this is a white person in here trying to be cool. Nah, that's like how I was talking back. I was like,
you can change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
teach it. You got to teach it.
Okay.
Some more of your original stuff.
Yeah.
It'll catch on.
Yeah, it will.
See, look, he said this ain't just a cartoon anymore. It's a movement. Stay tuned. East End about to hit the screen. See, I was ready for this shit to drop. East End nigga with a mink coat. We was finna turn up, bro. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna put other niggas in it. Like I was gonna have villains.
Who was gonna be a villain?
You could have been.
Gave up?
Nah, I found another little app. I'm gonna try to figure this shit out.
Is it Mid-Journey or something? Could do that? What app you using? Talk to the people, man.
I have to find it, man.
So how you been, Fred, man? We know what I'm saying. We want to give condolences to your dad passing, man.
Man, I've been making it.
Yeah, man.
That's the only.
I want to give space for that, man.
Yeah.
I really want to give space for that. That makes me laugh at that dog story even more now. makes me laugh at that dog.
I was looking at his obituary, but I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm goofy.
Mm-hmm.
And, I deal with shit with humor.
Yo.
So I was looking at it like, damn, dude ain't got no eyebrows on her. And I wanted to post
Hold on.
I wanted to post it.
Hold on.
But I was staring at it. I was high. And I was like, why they got no eyebrows on here?
Hold on. So you were looking at your daddy bitch,
Bruh.
in the time of mourning. You notice this man,
He ain't got no eyebrows. I was like, boy, this dude crazy. Because I looked at, I'm high. So I was staring at it like, bro, what is wrong with this picture?
this man is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
My mom was like, this is her. Like, she was like, she loved that picture. And I was like, cool.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at it. And then, it just, the other day, I was just like, damn. I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this? Then I'm like, he light skinned, where his eyebrows supposed to be? So did.
This
He
man
ain't a
is in the
snitcher.
This man's in the middle of mourning his partner. Notice the fact that he ain't got the eyebrows on a bitch.
Bro, I'm the most unserious person in the world.
Oh my god.
VO3. Free I'm probably see what it do. AI video generator. That's what Ace sent me.
Okay. I want to also thank each and every person. Like, I've been getting a lot of people telling me about how they happy we back together doing this. Talking about how nice this looks. Shout out to Swan Dunn. This is a Swan Dunn production. I want to thank each and every person who listens to it, shares it, comment, pulled me to the side saying how much they really appreciate the content, how they agree with it, disagree with it. I really appreciate that.
People ain't telling me all that
Cause they too busy talking. They ain't telling you that, Fred.
Nah, you got folks saying they fuck with it, and then you see the views on TikTok, like just from them snippets.
Yeah, it's cause your shit.
So they don't be telling me that, like, they don't pull me to the side and say,
Fred, why the fuck would they tell you that? You laughed at your past to see his daddy eyebrows, and now all of a sudden, motherfucker want to come to you about a business venture,
bro. I be doing good stuff though.
You do,
yeah. Just cause I'm goofy though.
You got that same thing from TikTok,
huh?
You got that from TikTok?
Nah, I went on 12th Street in the store and bought this out of there.
I like it this one.
I got neck braids. They be talking about my fro and shit, man. y'all real rude people, man. Let me see. Y'all real rude, bro. Like, what if I had, like, insecurities about my hair and stuff, and I just shaved my head bald? Because that's the problem with y'all. Y'all need to stop doing these drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Fred, go ahead and give us your, what's been getting to you lately? Give me your gripe.
I ain't really.
Get the fuck out of
here.
Hey, man,
come on my title.
Really?
It means no worries for the rest of your days. Hey, y'all know that woman didn't show up to Shannon Sharp trial? You know that?
No, I didn't. No.
She didn't show up.
The one that said baby gravy?
Yeah.
Okay, baby gravy.
She didn't show up, man. And did y'all think did it get enough?
It looked like it. It looked like it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks like it.
Upset.
I mean, yeah. I get reason why, but it's still fuck Diddy. But yeah,
boy, dude finna come on.
Yeah, he finna go home.
Act the fool.
Yeah, he is. He about to come on.
Couldn't be me. I would act the donkey.
What would you do, Fred?
Boy, first of all, I'm coming out playing "We Ain't Going Nowhere." That's the song playing as I leave the jail.
I secretly like this song.
Yeah, I'm doing the dance and everything.
No word.
Boy, I'll come out. I'll have people like with baby oil. I would act a fool, bro. Like spraying baby oil in the sky as I walk through it.
It's a Boondocks episode.
For sure. The world is a boondock. That's what I'm saying. Me smoking has been the best thing ever. Everything out here is a whole Boondocks episode.
Sound like you got a problem, Fred.
You call it what you want. Because you need to look through my eyes. You'll laugh a lot around here. People be wilding out here. Like we can't see them on the internet.
Oh, yeah, Swan said somebody said they need you to talk a lot more rather than be in the cut and being quiet because your input is needed. I can't tell you who said that. They just said you need to bring your ass to these fucking microphones, get to talking. Give us some money, and Swan put his opinion in here.
Right. Why are you staring at me, bro?
I'm just happy to see you, Fred.
Man, I'm chilling, man. Sliding and gliding. Yeah, man. Them people be talking about me in them comments.
What you saying, Fred?
One of them said, "Shit, he said I'm a nigger because he said I'm sliding in with the hard ER. He spelled it out and everything. I don't know. You might have to block that, but he said it, and he was just like sliding and gliding, yo, back. I was like, bro, you feel like that's how black people talk?
That's how you feel like that?
That's how they. I guess that's their impersonation of us.
Mm-hmm.
But man, speaking of smoking, you made a post.
What'd he say?
Jesus be smoking, bro. People like they acting like he didn't, and folks was in there offended. I said, hey, I had a conversation with my mama. Okay. She said I need to stop smoking, and I said Jesus used to smoke, and she said she don't think Jesus did, and I said all these miracles, somebody was high around here. He walking on water, bringing people from the dead. Somebody was high. Jonah was in the fish. They say that is physically impossible, but he did it. But my mom was like, her Jesus wouldn't smoke. And I feel like in Egypt, because they say, he went and studied for a few years, between 10 and 33, he was all down through. They smoke in Egypt.
What they smoke in Egypt?
Weed.
How you know?
Hashish.
How you know hashish?
Whatever the name of it was, because there ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Okay.
You feel like they wasn't over there smoking in Egypt?
Shit, I don't know.
They had all type of stuff, pyramids.
Well, I told you. I mean,
gold everywhere.
We understand how I feel about my perspective of religion.
I feel like I'm not the first nigga that thought of this shit. Yeah. Then they say Jesus was a nigga.
Do we know your perspective?
Yeah.
The NoJive podcast.
Literally just said it last. How I view Jesus and how he was. You were there. How did you miss that?
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? But it's one of the situations I don't like to use religion as a tool to just say if you're a good person, be a good person. In general, you don't need religion to be a good person. But I do think a lot of people use it to judge people or look down upon other people, which I don't really fool with that. But then again, once again, I'm a little bit of a heathen. Like I said, maybe because of my upbringing and what I saw, maybe that's what I am. What'd you say?
I said I was agreeing with you. You say you're a little bit of heathen. You used the wrong word.
What it should be?
A lot of bit of heathen. But it's okay though. I ain't gonna tell everybody about you. Continue with you.
But yeah, that's the only way I view it. I think I think people try to get too caught up on it. I mean, once again, you can't force religion on anybody. Like you really can't. To me, that's kind of weird. Once again, it should be who you are. It should be oohing out of your pores. I shouldn't have to say I'm a Christian. It should just be seen. But then again, at the same time, once again, you should just be in the presence of other people. And once again, I don't subscribe to that. And once again, I have a real big issue with religion. I do. I have a real big issue with it. And once again, why are so many churches segregated? If you're reading the same thing, why are we so segregated? Why once again, I don't understand that. I've never been cool with that.
But I mean, everything's segregated. That's the one thing that ain't supposed to be segregated, I guess. But everything's segregated.
Yes and no, but once again, if we're supposed to believe in the same person, so the same thing, why are we so segregated? Like, why are we so? And I don't want to hear anything about different denominations. This because most people hadn't even studied it that far to truly understand.
Well, you know how I look at it. They was using that same Bible.
Oh, 1,000%, I agree. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Different definitions. People use the Bible to mean what they needed to mean.
It's still but it still was a version. Let's be completely honest. I mean, the Bible itself contradicts itself on a lot of things.
I ain't saying that.
But I'm saying that.
I agree with that. But I'm saying I'm going back to slavery. I'm saying the slave masters and the slaves used the same Bible. Their messages was different. I mean, you look at what's the man?
Talking about Nat Turner.
Nat, the way he was preaching, to the way them white people was preaching. They preaching the same thing, but the meanings, I took from that people read the Bible and they make it mean whatever they needed to mean at that point, and that's not what it's. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with studying the Bible.
Yeah, no, that was an actual slave Bible. So
Mm-hmm.
took it, rewrote it.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the difference.
Yes.
Okay, you can't, because if we had got it, we would have been, I guess, empowered in such a way that we wouldn't have been going for none of that.
What do you mean we wouldn't be going for none of that?
Just being in slavery in general.
You said we would have got the original?
Yeah, we would have got the original.
And not the slave, yeah.
It would have been a whole different story. They stripped those certain things.
I don't think so.
There's people commit podcasts, people and scholars and talked about this stuff.
Yeah. So what scholars? I think sometimes I like when people say that, but sometimes that's very dismissive too, because it's like scholars.
This is a whole conversation.
Yeah, I'm not shying away from it.
No
okay, I will. Yeah, I can hear you.
Right there.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't hook it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Once again, I
can
think.
hear you though.
Yeah.
Oh, they really.
A lot of times they do hear you.
That's
Yeah.
what I say. She said you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Whoever it was,
Yeah.
said they need to hear your voice.
I'm gonna say once again, if we're going to study the Bible, we need to study the Bible as a whole compared to other things, and not just the Bible itself, the old text. Once again, we get a lot. It's not just the slave thing we get misinterpreted.
Well, that's what black people gonna hold, and they're gonna dismiss some things.
What do you mean by that?
We just growing up knowing history about slavery. If somebody said anything to do with a Bible, I can almost say, yeah, that's a way for the enemy or whatever you want to call it, or to be able to use that, so nobody will even go down that road to find out even more information. People literally just stop there. Maybe say half the black community stopped there because there was a slave Bible. They just stopped.
Well,
they don't get to find out or experience it for themselves.
I don't think a lot of. I mean, y'all might think a lot of people know that it's a slave Bible. I don't even think.
I just found out maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
But see, my thing about it is it didn't just stop at the slave Bible, because a lot of things that once they got away from the slave Bible, they still misinterpret the Bible to be like the same people. So. But see, my thing about it is the same people that wants to enslave you and hate you are the same people that pray to the same God on Sunday. So who is he listening to?
Right. That was an argument somebody had.
That's what I'm asking though.
The thing is, it was like people. Well, don't say Christian. People was follower of Christ. Like way back then, before slavery even was this thing that we know it in America.
Which it was the Europeans. Let's go ahead and call it what it was. The Dutches and all that. Who changed it? Okay.
And over there, what does people look like? If that's where Christianity came from, people look like us.
Yeah. And once again, when it came to... You can't what?
No, this white black thing. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? What do you mean by white and black thing? I'm not understanding. No, I'm asking. I'm literally asking. You get uncomfortable. I'm asking.
I ain't uncomfortable.
Okay.
You know me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because...
I'll knock you out. Did they hear that?
What? Dang, Swan said he gonna knock me out.
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Man, no, it's over there, man.
In Africa, yeah, which we know documented for one of the oldest Bibles came from Ethiopia. Okay. Yeah. You ain't okay. I want motherfuckers. Yeah.
There's people that look like us. It ain't a white man's thing.
What do you mean is that I'm not understanding? You talking about the religion itself?
Yes. I don't like saying religion because then somebody else gonna have another argument. I don't like saying Christian because somebody else gonna have another.
Okay. So what do you like to call it as?
Followers of Christ.
Yeah. Okay. Followers of Christ.
Boom.
Okay.
You know,
so
they're black. We originated. You know what I'm saying? What have you got? Black people.
Okay.
So that's all I'm saying. You know, you brought up something. That's the reason why I said.
So what did I say that brought that up?
Look, I didn't forgot. Now we 5 minutes.
Yeah. What?
you was just saying different like religion. I said that white people use the same Bible, and then you got brought up the slave Bible.
Yes.
And then you were saying that like they praying to the same God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my thing.
He's saying that the religion wasn't, they turned it into what it is now. It's always been a black religion.
Okay. You got a whole different art. You switched the conversation.
I'm trying. That's what I'm. I'm trying to understand. Yeah.
He's saying it's a black religion. It was never a white religion. They took it and turned it into that.
You're saying all these different people praying to the same God.
Yeah.
Why are we against each other?
Yeah.
Look at the Bible. People were against each other.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is.
So what makes that okay?
We're not perfect beings.
Okay.
That's what just makes it not okay.
Okay.
We need Christ.
Okay.
We need God.
So what about the people who never heard of Christ? What about them? They need him, or they like? That's the thing about it is.
Experience him in their own way.
I've never heard it put that way before.
See,
I've never. Yeah.
It'll be everybody's gonna be introduced.
Not everybody. But that's what I'm asking.
I think.
What the
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not being funny. I'm literally trying to ask a question. Yeah.
I really.
That's what I'm saying. Because
this is my view on it.
Yeah, that's
like
what
you
I'm
just said. I say everybody will be experiencing because, like, even if you read the Bible,
you can tell, hey, for the people, look it up.
Yeah.
But no, everybody will. God. You know, Christ is gonna show them Himself to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You got a choice. You're gonna be given this pill per se, opportunity. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever that looks like for that individual, that ain't for us to know. We all got our own journey.
Okay,
Like
so
you know You know what I'm saying, your grandma with the bushes or your mama, whoever, you know what I'm saying, smoking on the bushes, whatever. You know in experience in your own way, you know that there's a higher being, this Christianity, something. You know as well. Everybody else got their own way.
So honestly, so ultimately, it's all about the same almost. Different words, different bread. It's almost the same. That's anyway. I think that's how I kind of view it. It's almost all the same.
To your point though, denominations.
Yeah.
I ain't with that either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what separates us too. But we think this is this cool thing to have, but we all need to be this non-denomination.
I agree.
I think then now we're almost one in a sense, but I don't think. But even in the Bible, it talks about these 7 churches.
But even
and the churches having different faults.
So even with the different denomination, is that not somebody else's interpretation? Somebody taking something and say, you know what, this is wrong. Let's do. That's what I'm asking.
So, look, all 3 of us are different people, right? We're going through all 3 different problems, 3 different ups and downs, 3 different everything, right? But let's just say, for the most part, we all would say we're followers of Christ in our own whatever way. But we got our different ways and different perspectives and things we're going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's just how it is, man.
That ain't good enough for me.
The way I wrap my mind around it.
I mean, no, I get it and I respect it, but I think naturally for me, that's just not a good enough answer.
You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, don't he say, I'll be called many names?
Yeah, that's the tattoo.
Right.
That's literally
so
what this tattoo is.
I'll be called many names.
I shall, yeah.
A lot of these stories that you hear in the Bible are passed down. Some of them are older. The story of Gilgamesh is the story of Noah.
That's what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying is, me being called different names, this same story is being passed around.
That's what I'm saying. So I think, honestly, when you study it from a different perspective rather than just look at the Bible, I'm telling you.
I'm saying different names. It's the same.
What kind of perspective are we talking about? When you say from a different perspective?
I mean, once again, just because it's, I mean, I think that's the weird, I think the frustrating part I get about it is the segregation of religion. I don't like that. I don't like that, but I also don't like how people will.
I know what you're saying, but at the same time, I know it ain't good enough. We have to talk outside of here.
Yeah, because I'm real. Like I said, that's the thing about it is most people think when it comes to just religion talk, you are not talking to somebody who is not well. No, I'm not saying you.
No. We still got to do that pod that we want to do.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I am somebody who is well versed in the Bible.
You got questions too.
Yeah.
I ain't saying all questions will not be answered,
which is fair. That and to me that's okay.
But I feel this one can.
Yeah,
these questions that you're asking.
And that's fine, and I'm okay with that. Like, but yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, answering it though, it gotta make sense to you.
A little bit, it does. But even
you know what I'm saying. Even when they answer it. I just be trying to wrap stuff around, make it make sense to me.
For sure.
So, like, with that being called many names, and I'm looking at different stories, the story of Horus and, Egypt, like, died.
It's always a trinity.
Like, I'm looking at it like, okay, well, shit, I will be different names. It's just like they saying it's something else, but it's the same story.
Yeah.
Even though you got all that other stuff there, too, but these stories be the same. Like you say, Gilgamesh and, you know what I mean? All these stories with giants, all this stuff it be the same.
Like I said,
so I always
some religions worship the sun. Guess what? We in the same way worship a sun. You know what I'm saying? It's literally the same in some form of fashion.
You saying this way different, but the story of Horus, he rose again.
I mean, if you look, that's what I'm saying. If you line those
miracles, but he died and rose again in 3 days.
I promise you, if you look at
it's different, but I'm saying like the base of it.
I promise you, there is what is it? There's like
Gilgamesh was supposed to repopulate the earth, and the great flood came, and you know what I'm saying. So
this is why we have different denominations right here. See what's happening? You got all these different people that seeing something different in this way, but once you actually experience something and I guess that lines up, and you start doing your research and you looking at, I guess, some of the top quote unquote religions, and you looking at
because it's the big 3. You had Judaism, you had Islam, and then you have Christianity. But when you have to realize Christianity is only 2,000 years old compared to Judaism, which is the oldest one. And the only thing that separates the only thing that's in Christianity and Islam is one believes this and the other one believes that. Like I think the Son or Isaiah, it's something like one believes one believes this and that.
Jesus being just a prophet.
Not just that, but it's something split. Like I cannot. I'm gonna get back to you, but that's the only difference in between the religions. Is like that's the main core that split them two.
That's
Islam.
Yeah,
Islam. Yeah, he's like said the Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, that's what. And I get what both of you are saying, but I lean a little bit toward what Fred's saying. Is there is like a weird. If you look at all different religions, there is an outline, and all of them sometimes kind of line up together. If you put them together or you put them on top of each other, there's some similarities that just cannot be ignored. And like I said, if you want to get me on my high horse,
I believe in kind of mythology and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like
I be trying to make the Bible make sense to me, and then you got fallen angels, and I be thinking of all type of stuff.
We're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, and to me, but to me, that's what's supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to. Once again, I don't like when people like give you a word or something, and I just sit on it. I'm taking for what it would. No, if that's I'm supposed to push back, and we're supposed to have some type of conversation.
Y'all are. I see where y'all at.
Yeah, like I said, and for some people, like I say in the community, it's very uncomfortable to have that conversation. But to me, I'm open for it because my biggest issue with believing is if you believe, you're supposed to believe. You don't. I hate when people like, well, would you rather believe and be wrong or not believe and come to find out he was real? Like to me, that's fake as fuck. To me, that's me looking at you like, hey, Fred. Yeah, it's like Fred. I'm gonna be your friend in case you get right. Like I don't like
God
that.
Didn't know you was doing that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
The word say about your heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't. Well, I can't necessarily see your heart. If somebody was to say that, we could have 100 people. Half of them may really mean that in a way, and they're not playing, God or whatever. But the other one, they playing them. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't. I do not. Once again, I do not fuck with that whatsoever. No, I don't, because like I said, in essence, that's like me saying, Swan, I'm gonna be your homeboy in case you make it. Just in case, because what they're saying is, I really don't believe, but I don't fuck with that.
With the post that I made, like I did it for several reasons.
I like that post.
Yeah, it was for several reasons.
Which post was that?
With me saying that Jesus was high.
Yeah.
So like with the post, I did a poll. I was like, shit, which one y'all pick? Jesus was higher than giraffe pussy on the airplane. Mm-hmm. Shit, my Jesus wouldn't do that. And that's what most people pick. My Jesus wouldn't do that. And you had some people in the comments, you shouldn't joke about that. And I was like, what the fuck? Why not? This what's gonna send me to hell? This joke. And I'm like, I'm saying as far as people inbox me about that,
And I almost would argue with those people saying something about joking.
No.
You just did more to have the conversation than they've ever done in their life. Probably.
And you see the people so a lot of people, I wanted to see also as well, who watching my shit and really not liking it. So with them votes, people was voting. They ain't like a comment. It's a lot of votes on there. Because I was just like, man, let me throw this out here. And I used to do it with, men and women topics. Because I sit up in there. I can make a post right now and say, men don't leave good women. Well, it's going to be... It's going
to be way people arguing versus actually trying to come with a solution.
With that, you had people quoting, verses and all that. But I went to a Bible doctrine church. And I know what I wrote in there because I know people's going to say, well, we don't have the same thoughts. That's something that people say all the time. Well, we weren't made. We were born in sin and all that. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, well, I get we were born in sin. Jesus wasn't. Adam had sin. We were created in Adam's image, right? So I said, but Adam was created in whose image?
God.
So I said, if I was created in
God's image,
doesn't that mean I was created in... And like that, wrapping my mind around stuff, how they be saying, well, we don't think the way he thinks.
That's what the word is saying. And you got to get into the context of that.
That's where things get sticky.
You just can't grab that and just say that.
Yeah.
You got to explain it.
What does that mean? With anything, like the attributes of God, we learned about those when we were younger. We know what all those is. To me, I was like, that doesn't make sense. Just mainly the omniscience, omnipresent, like all knowing.
I'm all knowing.
The all knowing. Because I was like, so why create something flawed? And people were like, what you mean? He didn't create nothing flawed.
He did.
And I was like, all knowing mean I know. I said, this is what y'all tell me as a kid. He know everything before it happens. He knows what you're going to do and all this. So I said, so he knew Satan was going to do this. He knew the angels was going to go with him. He knew before this was created. Is what y'all are telling me. So then I'm like, well, this makes more sense to me. Maybe I know the outcome. You have a volition. Because I said, if you have a volition and I just know everything, do I really have a decision to make? Right. So I was like, maybe he know what's down this road and what's down that road. I don't know what road you're going to choose. You have a choice. So, but I know what's down there, and I know what's down there. You probably should go right, but I don't know if you're going to go right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole lot of shit. That's what I'm saying. That makes more sense to me.
I always say, yeah, it's a journey to eternal life, man. So, and I think, anyways, as I'm talking more, I don't know if I'm heard, but no, I did this little thing with this art. Mm-hmm. They said, what makes completed or great art? I said, and then, me being all super, I guess, quote unquote, religious, I'm like, hey, whenever God says it's good, or whoever the creator of this says that it's good, or, you know what I'm saying, complete it. If I'm the creator, if I did this and I took, this art behind you, and it didn't have this orange and black in there, but if I say it's complete, then it's complete. Mm-hmm. And I think, who are we to say, whoever created us, to say that we are flawed? It's a certain journey. And I guess looking at the Bible and the characteristics and I guess that plan, I think once we get to eternal life is when we're quote unquote complete and we're finished. Yeah, we're going to be this, what you're calling flawed or going through stuff. And I think that's part of the journey, part of the creator molding us in a sense, or painting us, right? That's the way I see that.
That makes sense.
Right.
It's just always been in my head, like, if I'm creating something, like your art, like you just said, once you're done creating it in your head, that's your perfection. Yeah. That's your piece. Right. But what we're being taught is, hey, he knows all this before it happens, before, whoop de whoop. So if you creating this art and you like, all right, cool, I'm doing this. Mm-hmm. But you knew somebody was finna come fuck it up. Like, you knew that was gonna happen.
Or better yet,
would you leave the door open for him to come
fuck
it up?
If
you know what I mean?
Better yet, would you have a kid if you know that kid was gonna come out to be a mass murderer?
I've asked that question and people say yeah. And it baffles me. I'm too damn good. My mama said yeah. But I was like, you just crazy. But a lot of people said yeah, though. Because I was just like, so right now, you don't have a kid.
I don't.
Right. So you don't have a child. Your first child, you know for a fact, gonna kill 86 people. You could stop this from happening. Just 2 years from now, you'll be blessed with a child if you don't stop it from happening. But you know that child will kill 86 people. That child's gonna be responsible for 86 families, all the turmoil. Would you still have that baby?
I got to. It's written. It's gotta happen.
No.
So my thing.
No, I'm saying it don't have to happen. You can make a choice where it doesn't have to be there.
I know what you're saying, man.
I'm killing the kid.
No, I'm saying you ain't got to kill it. I'm saying you could take proper measures to stop this from happening. 2 years from now, this is gonna happen, and 10 years, 20 years after the 2 years after you have your child, he gonna kill his first person. You know these people. Hey, 86 people will die when you have your child. You can stop this from happening. You don't have to have a baby. You saying it's written. It's not written. You don't have to have that baby.
I guess based on my beliefs and stuff, whatever happened, even if I was, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible, you like, killing the kid or sacrificing.
Yeah, they killed a bunch of kids.
Whatever's supposed to happen is supposed to happen.
Yeah, killed a bunch of kids.
I can't control, you know what I'm saying, that ain't in my power. My only duty was to plant the seed and then raise the kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe, now, it is what it is.
On the board,
that kid does.
So you ain't aborting it. I'm getting rid of it.
Right.
It's gone.
Think about some of our friends right now.
Yeah. Some of them should have been aborted.
But I'm saying
some of them should have been aborted.
With our friends, but I'm saying if you knew. But if you knew prior to them being born,
if you knew
that they was gonna do,
they got to
this
go.
Wild stuff.
They have to,
and you could have stopped it from happening.
They have to.
Like,
no, I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the answer would be yes
So
to anything.
what I'm saying, so the way I'm saying it about God creation and all these other things is like, okay, old sin nature is what they sent. Jesus wasn't born into it. In the beginning, old sin nature wasn't there. Because that was just everything was perfect. But you created like sin and all this evil or whatever came into the world when Lucifer, 5-hour wheel, all that stuff started happening, right? So it's like, if you knew that he was going to do this before time, why create Lucifer? You knew Lucifer was going to be the one that say the 5-hour wheels. You knew that 1/4 of the angels was going to go with him when he did this. So now it's like, well, I'm going to create humans to show, because this is what we've taught. I'm going to create humans to solve the angelic conflict between God and the devil. It's just like a whole lot of that. I just be having to make it make sense to me, because you telling me the creator is battling his creation, but this person is all powerful and this person isn't.
So it should be a contest.
It shouldn't even be a thing. But you're telling me I'm going to use the humans now to decide, because even if a lower being can choose righteousness, you have no excuse.
Right.
So that where volition comes into play. So I'm like, but if you already knew that
this person was going to
do this, you knew that those lower beings, because you know everything. You knew that half these lower beings wasn't going to accept it. It's just, it doesn't make sense that way.
Right, like I said with the art, man.
Yeah.
It's just part of the, we know life, and whatever we've been through with having a kid or whatever we've been going through, that it's part of the process.
Right.
It is what it is. I can't question it.
Why can't you question it, though?
Because I'm just saying,
thinking
about you personally, some things that are maybe happening. It just is what it is.
The kid is a perfect example, though. Like me being the father. Yeah. I done did hood shit. I done hustled. I done did this over here. I done played football. I done went to college. You know, so it's like, I could tell you have a choice. My son, you have a choice. I don't know which decision you're going to make, but I kind of know what the outcome of this hood stuff going to be.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I know the outcome of what this 9 to 5 probably going to get you. So that's why I'm like, in my head, creation has to be that way. Like, I don't know everything. I know the outcomes. I can accept. I know the outcome of everything. I don't know the decision you're gonna make, because I gave you that volition. I gave you that choice. So it's like, if I don't have that choice and you just know everything, it's like it's void. If you're the creator of everything, what is the purpose of you creating this thing, and you know all the decisions that we gonna make, and you see us down here making dumb decisions? Like, what? But then you got people that believe in deism, that God created it and just, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying?
That would almost make sense there.
I was kind of rocking that for a minute. Kind of like God just saying, you know, he created it just to see, you know, hey, y'all go for what you know. And then I feel like
almost like Prometheus.
We all get to a point, like the world gets to a point, because I believe in these resets and all this other shit. Like, they pulling out too much stuff.
What about like prophecies and stuff and things that have come to, quote unquote, come to pass, that have come true, all that stuff? Where does that come from?
Well, I mean, I'm saying people beliefs. I believe, because I read the Bible, so I believe in witchcraft. I believe in seers.
So what is witchcraft?
I can't give you a solid answer. I'm gonna tell you in my head the unexplainable in my mind. Like, but I'm not gonna say it's unexplainable, because you have those practices and you have different things. And like I said, certain stuff that I be reading was like Jesus was learning those things when he was traveling through Egypt and all these other places, like learning the different things. So I believe all this stuff is real. You know what I mean? Like, there's something to it. These things that are unexplainable to our, because we're not being raised up in it. We're not being taught these things, the science, you know what I mean, all the different things. So, I'm not into. I believe in the prophecies, because, like I said, you got different cultures. They had seers in Greece. You know, all this stuff has been. It's the same.
It's the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same.
Man, we ain't seeing it. See, this period that we're in now is just real iffy. Because if a person came to you and told you what you been, as religious as you are,
you would think he's fucking nutty.
Told you, hey, I'm Jesus. I done
would,
walked on water. He
you
let you.
Would think,
he do what he did to let you touch the
you
things.
Would
you
think
believe
he
that?
was fucking nutty.
That's not the prophecy.
So you gonna come in the sky? I believe the way we are now, the way humans are, they seen a man come in the sky, they gonna think he an alien, and they gonna attack him.
That's what I'm saying.
I honestly believe they gonna attack.
There's no way.
Don't let them be black.
Bro,
let them be dark skinned. Let them be anything.
That's
but
what I'm
white.
saying. That's what gets me frustrated. If your old lady came to you talking about some, she had the pretty much the Messiah in her stomach, and you like, it ain't I. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
Like, you
I see how humans treat other humans.
Right.
You take
that's
the most devout Christians right now, and if a man came down and he was doing miracles and everything, they'll say he a demon.
That's what I'm saying.
He possessed.
You
know it's true. Like the old Baptist Christians.
Bro, once again, they love to talk about witchcraft, hoodoo, and voodoo. Man, that's crazy.
Not my Jesus.
That's crazy.
That was that post. Not my, like, if you get to talking to, I used to go around asking people. Yeah, I used to go around asking people, do they believe in unicorns? And they would tell me not. But I would ask people that I knew were Bible thumpers. And I'd be like, well, it talk about unicorns in the Bible. And they would know it don't. And I'd pull up the verses. And I'm like, so are unicorns real? Because I would ask them, is they real? Yeah. They'd be like, hell no. I'm like, the Bible say they are. No, it don't. You know, I'm like, it talks about people speaking through horns of unicorns, cutting off horns. I'm like, they talk about a lot of stuff. Talk about dragons. I'm like, what is... But I'm like, this book, you'll read that. That's what I tell, like I say, Bible thumpers, though. You'll read this, and it talks about dragons, people walking on water, somebody building the ark. It's raining for 40 days, the whole world flood. Just all these things. But then you'll read Harry Potter and be like, this is myth, fiction. So it's just a...
I'm just saying the whole witchcraft. The whole witchcraft.
That's where people get all these ideas from, and that's they run with it. It doesn't come out of thin air. All this stuff we grew up.
Demonic.
No, yeah, they get it from the Bible. They get it from
a lot of all these self-help business books and stuff I read. I'm like, oh, they got this from the Bible. It's all the same.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. So when we went to that conference in Atlanta, I think I was more annoyed at that conference than. Okay, hear me out. Let me say why I was annoyed. Because to me, it was more cultish a little bit about versus the actual networking and talking. I did not like that at all.
They said that's just Atlanta. He got more of an Atlanta audience.
Okay.
And you got not more.
Because I didn't like. Because they got us coming up with a cheer for the group instead of us getting up there a pitch. Hey, how can you fix your pitch?
Well, they did that because they did some questionnaires, and this is what people.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I wasn't fucking with it.
They don't just do things. Just the majority wanted it.
Yeah, because I was like, I kind of like when the whole. You got to go talk to somebody. That right there was cool. That's bringing people, making them unconscious. But every self-help book I ever run across pretty much says the same thing. Get out there, be uncomfortable, talk to people. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Now, how they put a spin on it is always different, but when it comes down to it, it's all the same thing. Get out there, be uncomfortable, take no, take rejection. You'll eventually get there.
Well, you look at any of those books.
No, just because I've always wanted to say that.
You look at any of those books, like they all come from older teachings. They just spin them different ways.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You look at Gandhi quotes or any of those.
Fuck
things.
Gandhi.
I mean,
fuck him.
People be quoting.
Fuck Gandhi. He was racist. Racist as fuck. Why is that why is that taboo? That's the thing.
What is that thing you be saying?
I don't care. Is what I'm saying. That wasn't my homie. Yeah, but what I'm saying, people be quoting Gandhi. I feel like most people racist anyway. But
no, I agree. But once again, I understand it. Now, two things can be true. They can say some amazing things, but how you look at other humans, fuck you. I hold no place for that. I hold no place for that. So
that's all pretty much. Every significant person in history that they done showed us
Yeah.
Pretty much fuck all of them. I mean, if we.
Fair?
Yeah, they all done.
Take what you taking.
Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody got something.
But see, once again, there's certain things.
Cause put the lens on yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, once again, somebody saying fuck me, and that's fine. You have every right. But if you can take something from me, but if you
take it personal,
if you can take something from me that adds to your life, some type of betterment, that's fine. I'm okay with that because once again, I'm a flawed person, but I'm not. There's a difference between not being perfect and just being a shitty human being. I can't get behind people that are just shitty. You hate somebody else because of a race? No, fuck you. I'm not getting behind it. And anybody else that can co-sign it or wiggle wild, no, fuck you too.
And see, I believe we should segregate.
I don't believe we should segregate.
Nah, I think we should. So my segregation, the way, because I just said it before, and people be like, "What? We just separate?" Nah, I'm not saying that we shouldn't interact with each other.
Get with your tribe and you stick with them.
That's what I'm saying.
Get
like
with your tribe
we need to learn in our own institutions. We need to, you know what I'm saying? Like have our own restaurant, like whatever. We can meet and interact or whatever, but we need to have our own stuff, man. And that's something that we ain't doing it.
Who is we?
I don't think.
Oh, we are sure are. We are.
We're selfish beings.
You
Man,
think
you
so?
right.
Because
I mean,
you look at history.
But see, no, he said which I agree. He said humans. He didn't say specific group. He's absolutely correct. He is 1,000% correct.
I believe
because when you said that,
We all would be on.
Yeah.
Kind of like you said with the churches.
Yeah.
If we got the same mission. If we were all a type of female.
There's no bruh.
Even say black, white, whatever.
Yeah.
Even as black people, whatever. If I'm the best at this and you the best at that, like why aren't we working together?
But you don't feel like
bringing and educating everybody else.
But you don't think that's what we were doing at first?
No, we still have some stuff.
I mean, we trying to get it back.
I know
the way it was. I mean, if you look at how we were, everybody had trade. Look at right after slavery. Just from that standpoint, good.
Right, what he was saying around, it's gonna work. That Atlanta thing, it's probably gonna work. Cultish people ain't trying to
love a good coat. They love a good coat.
They are.
He's not lying. They love a good coat.
Like, man,
but I think people
try to network and people they just got their people. They already got their people, man, and they ain't trying to fool it. Really, you go to these networking events.
He ain't lying.
Like,
they kind of already know who they are.
With their people.
He not lying.
And I understand that. At the same time, so with them,
he not lying.
With them having a tribe, like he said, you still got different groups, and I feel like we all gonna have to interact with each other eventually. But you got break it down to streets or not even streets. Me and my brother, we finna buy 50 acres. Between me and him, we gonna build a lake and all that shit in between us. I got 2 children right now. I'm sure my brother gonna have some kids. My cousin's kids and all that, like everybody can move to this land, and we keep extending it a whoop de whoop. That's just my family. Reggie's family do the same thing. Like so, far as the networks, and you think about what you teaching your kids, like bringing back the trades. I talked to your wife about the school. I want Metro back in shit. Like they not saying that we can't do that, so we can do it ourselves. We know motherfucking mechanics. We got black people that's mechanics that can teach. You know what I'm saying? So we get to doing all that. You got this group tribe networking with each other. But eventually outside of our tribes, we going to have to network with each other at some point. I'm just saying we lost that. We not doing that no more. Back, my uncles and them, we own that Carson, the block. And you go back to families, there's families in Riceville. They own like a nice little section. We lost that. We let them come. Like, I didn't even know my aunt owned restaurants. 9th Street was all black owned. So it was black people flourishing down there. The East End flourished outside of Little Rock, and they turning it back into something right now. They calling it River City Little Rock. Okay. So it's just, man, I feel like, bro, we getting back to it. We lost it. It was a long little period. Like, you look at right after slavery, we were together the most.
Yeah, because that's after Reconstruction. That's
right.
That's when black people
had all the trades and all this shit.
Well, not just had the trades, but what happened is right after slavery, which is I think it was 8 years to be exact, which was called the Reconstruction. What it was that's when we had the most black people in politics in position that was actually trying to, not only were they just worried about their own, they worried about everybody. And what happens was that's around about, if I'm not mistaken, when Jim Crow came around and wrapped that up.
Yeah, Jim Crow was right
after that.
Slavery. So you got that, and then you got to think every time. That's why when people say, man, I'm like, every time we have come together, they throw something into it. We overcome it. This is us overcoming the last thing that they did. So it's like now we have more millionaires. We like black people are creating that millionaire. We coming. We're closing that wealth gap. So now they got to figure out something else to throw it in there, and it's like the divisiveness.
Well, it just looked like we are, but
I think
it's really bad.
I think we are. I think honestly, I think we are a lot more than like people like to give us credit. But you got to realize what other group has been under scrutiny like us.
Nah, man, the way these numbers looking, bro.
What you mean by numbers?
The black family is doing this.
Well,
from our perspective and people making we follow and looking at and surroundings, it looks beautiful. But the numbers are still going down.
So why do you think that though?
It's all in the numbers.
Like,
so as a collective, something ain't going right. But we would have to literally look at.
Oh, so I can give you a perfect example. I am not like shy about this. My issue with Blythe education, like I said, I speak about.
You're just talking about Blythe.
But once again, that's what I'm starting with. But if you give me a second, so here's the thing: is like I said, so apparently, like I said, the school boards came in and decided that the state needs to take over the school board and said that pretty much the leaders that we have in place are doing a shitty job with these children. The numbers come out and show that our children just aren't learning at the rate they're supposed to be. Cool, that's fine. No one's upset. I don't like that idea of the state coming in. Sounds real good, but guess what? When the state comes in, they take the local people out, the people who know this place the most. Now, here's the thing about that. The state comes in, and they take away the people off the board. Good job, state, because it looks like the state doing the job. No, because there's a deep-rooted issue. We know for a fact that poverty, crime, and education go hand in hand. We know that for a fact. Well, guess what? The average white family in Blytheville gets anywhere between $78,000 to $80,000 a year. The black, somewhere around about there, we're looking at somewhere between maybe 40 or 50. Now, take away, what is the big company in Blytheville? Steel mill. Guess what? You take away the steel mill. Guess who predominantly works at the steel mill? Not this. They control who gets there. You take away that, now the average black family income goes down to $30,000. Yep. So once again, what can we do? These families are broke. Guess what? If you are broke, you cannot feed your children. You cannot put them in extra activity. Once again, I can't provide them safety. So what are these kids going to do? They're going to turn to what they know. It's hard for a kid to learn anything when they're hungry. They're going through certain things at home. So once again, it's an issue laid on top of the issue.
Man, no, and you're right, bro. There's this movie. It was an old movie.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And these two old men switch. Let me look it up.
And that's my biggest thing is like a lot of people are super excited and want to point fingers and say, oh, well, these teachers are horrible. Blytheville has the most like kind of like Scarlett May where they letting these teachers come in that aren't technically licensed, but they're like, hey, if you come here, you'll figure out a way to license.
Yeah, trading places. Y'all
Trade places, yeah. That's what.
Y'all remember that?
Yes.
And like the guy that was this good guy they had, these two old men had to bet on whether or not like, hey, is he gonna come up? They thought the black dude was just, Eddie Murphy was gonna do the right thing and kind of change.
Yeah.
He got money, he got certain influence and stuff. I think that's a cool. Somebody do that experiment in real life. I think they
trading places.
They was saying something, and when was this? In 1983.
Yeah.
They were making a statement of what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. We know, like, and that's.
But somebody said that with sports, they was just like shit trading places. Like I haven't seen it, but you're saying Eddie Murphy switched and he was flourishing basically. Yeah. Like thought he was gonna fuck it up, but he didn't.
But it still took a process. He come from the streets.
Right.
And then literally.
Environment.
So think about most. After slavery, all this other stuff, like you do have some people that didn't grow up in these environments, but most black people were in these ghettos. Yeah. So they all coming from, and you got to think about where we come from, 60s and all that stuff. That's Jim Crow, the end of it, supposedly. But then you got the 3 strikes, the crack epidemic. You got all these things, you know what I mean? And people will say, we always blaming the white man. But we know, and this is what I've never understood. We know the history. We know that they brought crates of guns in Chicago and opened them. We know that the crack can't, we know these things, but we'll still sit here and say, hey, there ain't nobody holding you back and all that. We know
All
about
these little things like you said, they put some in place,
and we're overcoming it. Like it ain't a lot of us not on cracks right now. Right now the thing that's going in, they probably tried this pill thing, but it's not affecting us.
Because black people don't like
that
taking
it's
pills.
affecting them.
Black people don't like taking pills.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
well, and everything is gonna be it's gonna be a different tactic.
Well, that's the reason why we this whole pill and fentanyl epidemic. That's that's why all of a sudden now we're taking a different approach. We're taking a different approach because we saw how treating crackheads like this. Now all of a sudden you get these people that are on meth and it's a disease now. It's an epidemic now. We're treating it different. We criminalized it back then when it was messing up minorities. Now all of a sudden when it's messing up the mass. Oh my goodness!
You got the 3 strike laws. Yeah. You got all these things that are put in place, and people will sit here and say, "Well, your dad was." You go to what you know. Once you taking out Metro, all these trades, they're no longer being offered in school. You know, introduce crack and all this. I'm poor. Crack could give me some money. I'm locked up for that. And then you got to think about. We know what police do now. We got cameras. Yep. So just imagine what they did, what they were doing, like. Now that I know the law, I remember, man, I was, 17, 16? Police came down there. We were sitting there Hanger Hill. Just got all of us, searched us, went through our pocket, had it laid us down. All this was illegal. Took my keys out my pocket and said, which one of these cars is yours? And tried to unlock doors. This was illegal. So just imagine the 90s. Don King, like we know the history of all this stuff, man. It's like we trying to overcome it. We have people that are considered our leaders, which I don't know why. Like I don't know why a celebrity would ever be a leader. That's crazy to me. But
true.
Yeah, influence. Because like you look at LeBron James, his influence. Money. If he was to pull out the NBA right now, and I've always said this, pull out the NBA, he could go to the big 3, make it 5-on-5. All that wealth, all could literally
just leave. Yeah, just leave.
Create our own. But what I'm saying,
but I agree.
I think once you make it a certain place. Like,
but see, that's what I'm saying. So they make it and they reaching back like once they were set. But the thing is like the unity because when we do come,
they could do it bigger.
Look at the mass movement. What year was that? It was like black people tried to move out of the United States in mass. Like go to Liberia. Is it Liberia?
It's one of my. We talking about in Africa.
Yeah, that's a U.S. country.
Oh.
It was U.S. It's an African country,
but it's U.S. territory. U.S. territory.
Like, because that's when Trump was talking to the dudes, talking about you speak English so fluently.
I remember hearing about
because
that. Yeah, I remember hearing about
Libya
that.
was.
If you look at the flag, if you
they took black people from here and took them back over there. So it's like, but that's the thing. Yeah,
he did.
If you look at him, it's a singer.
He said, "How do you speak so good English?" Like,
yeah,
bro.
It's like this is our native. He don't know that y'all picked us back up over there after slavery and brought us back over here. That's what So it's just if we created our own, it's just moving in mass. Like you think about it, if LeBron left and all the black players left when their contract was up, think about the uproar that would happen. Think about the shit that would happen with Ice Cube League. People would get been assassinated for less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like you think if we were to create our own country and we went there, we would have to have a military, like off the bat. Because think about Olympic. I'm just going off sports, not the contributions of us being on the moon, the black women that did that, all these things, not that. Yeah. We just going off strictly the stuff that bring this country the most money. Hip hop, basketball, football, entertainment. Yeah. If we were to leave and take all our stuff with us, this will become a third world country quick.
I'll go ahead. We're going to wrap this up, man. This is an amazing situation, amazing conversation we just had. I want to thank you, Swan Dunn, for producing this and giving us a space to run our mouths. I want to thank each and one of you guys for constantly supporting us, whether it be on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Make sure you're sharing. Make sure you sharing. Make sure you are sharing.
And like donate. Like for stuff, man, we got merch coming out and everything. We accept donations, man. Fuck with us one time for the one time. You know what I'm saying? We need the at Swan Dunn.
Your line.
My
Oh.
no jive, motherfucker.